everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we've got a bit of an unboxing, and this is super exciting because it's an order from Rollke Orchideen in Germany, and they are really fantastic. I absolutely love them. I've used them for Vanda baskets before. They ship out so quickly, but I've not actually used them for plants. I've heard so many great things about them, but they have a great range of seedlings, either as young plants or as little Orchi-packs they call them, which are a bunch of little seedlings in a little pot, and they charge around €5 for these. Or at least they do if you buy multiples. So they have combined discount schemes where if you buy several young plants or Orchi-packs, you can get like up to a 10% discount on these. You can save quite a lot of money. So mine worked out around €5 each because I went for the 10, and you can do that in combination with the young plants and the little seedling packs. And I thought it would be super fun for us to grow some seedlings together. I've unflasked some seedlings before, deflasked rather, some seedlings before, and that went okay, but definitely had some issues, especially with the Ctna violacea, which was a very tiny seedling that was sent to me recently deflasked, and it rotted and died. It was awful. So I feel like I learned a few things from the first time I did it. I've still got some of the seedlings which are now kind of approaching teenage years, not quite adult plants, mature plants yet, but they're getting there. So I thought we'd get some more while we can and grow them up together because it's super fun and rewarding, and there's definitely some issues associated with growing things from seedling stage, but we'll try it together. And I've got a few different types of orchids. Some might be easier to grow than others from a deflask state, but we'll do that together and it'll be super fun and super interesting. So with that said, let's get unboxing. And I also ordered Synthic from them because they've got it back in stock, and I'm running low, so I needed more Synthic. So got some Synthic here. Let's just bring you up a bit. So we've got the Synthic pack, which was a comparable price to the UK supplier, to be honest, and it have worked out slightly cheaper. And I ordered a couple of older plants as well as the young plants and seedlings because they had a few I wanted. So these are the little Orchi-packs. Oh, and they've got a picture of the parents on the top, which is really nice. We're not going to deflask these today. I need to get a couple of things in preparation, including some gloves. And it's not really something that I want to rush. So it's quite funny because I was actually up to a combination of like 7 young plants and Orchi-packs, which gets you to like the second stage discount. And I worked it out and it was actually cheaper for me to order another 3 in terms of the discount I got. So, it's a little Orchi-pack. Quite wet inside the little sealed container, so that's the media that they're grown on, and then there is a little sealed plastic bag within their little jar, and then that's a picture of the parents and the hybrid. This is Laelia, Cattleya, Cordelia, and this is a cross between Cattleya intermedia, Cerealia, and Laelia digbyana, and those are the parents there on the flask, which saves me getting up pictures, doesn't it? It's quite nice that they've done that. And obviously they're very small little seedlings, but you expect that when you order seedling packs. I'm a little bit concerned that I think I can see mould inside there. Can you see that white stuff? It's really difficult to tell. I think we're better off getting these out sooner rather than later, because that could indicate that this is no longer sterile, like at some point this has been breached, and the fact that it's leaking as well. I was wondering if that was just like a humidity chamber type setup, but I don't think that's sterile anymore, so I think we need to get them out ASAP, so I'll try and do that tomorrow. Yeah, this is completely dry, so that other one has been breached and it's not a sterile container anymore, so we need to sort that out as soon as possible. So this is such a nice little Angraecum. So Angraecum eichlerianum, and got some nice little root tips starting on this one. And there's just, I think, 3 plants in here, maybe more. It's a really quite a rare Angraecum. So I don't think I've seen this one for sale at all. So I thought I'd add that one in. And one of the warnings on it was not for beginners. So yay, this will go well. But yeah, I couldn't resist. We'll give it a try. And the third and final Orchi-pack is another leaker here. And again, I think I can see signs of contamination in that media. This is a super cute little Sophronites hybrid, which is crossed between Sophronites Arizona crossed Catletonia red rum. So the Sophronites parent and then the Cattleya hybrid parent. Should be a really cute little hybrid. Some weird things going on in here. So I'm going to deflask these all tomorrow. I will go out and get some gloves and we will do that. So those are the last of the Orchi-packs. I only got 3 because those were the ones that interested me the most, and I didn't want to end up with 100 seedlings. I think you get around 5 in each Orchi-pack usually. So these are onto the young plants here. So this is a really interesting Laelia purpurata hybrid. So it's not a hybrid as such, it's a cross between 2 colour variation of the species. So variety russeliana crossed with variety rosea-concolor, and it looked like it was going to be such a beautiful hybrid. I'll put a picture up on screen of the image that was on the Rollke website, which I think was just of the parents, but it looks like it's going to be such an interesting hybrid, and that's actually quite a good size for what they describe as a young plant. So this is at the young plant pricing, and that's a really good size. Like, this new growth hasn't finished maturing yet. I reckon the pseudobulb on that new growth is going to be up to here. Usually they are end around where the sheath or bract or whatever it's called ends. So yeah, that looks like it's going to be a really nice little hybrid, and it looks like it's a really nice little orchid. Just get these out of the way. This is a selection of plastic stakes that these guys do, so they're not going to create mould issues in constantly wet environments like semi-hydroponic or self-watering setups in organic or inorganic media. They are just like they say a degradable plastic, but they're reusable and sterilisable. So that is definitely a quality I want in the stake, because at the moment I'm just reusing these little plastic sticks that come with some of the Inca orchid things. So yeah, I really needed to get hold of some of these for my semi-hydro or self-watering setups. Oh, so this is a really interesting species, Macradenia lutescens, which is a slightly yellowy coloured Macradenia, and I really wanted the Macradenia multifloral in a Schwerter when I was doing a Schwerter order, which they had as an adult plant, and it was like 30 euros, something like that, and I just couldn't, like, I put it in my basket and then took it out and I just couldn't justify it, so I'll go have one for 5 euros instead and grow it on myself. So it's a young plant, and looks like it's in a mixture of like that foam, the horticultural foam stuff they use, and small seedling grade bark. And looks like a nicely healthy young plant again. Can't imagine we're going to have any problems with that, and that's quite a good size plant. It's also got new growth starting, which is always a good thing. There's a little new growth in there. Let's go for something slightly bigger. The only thing I would say about this packaging method is bark is going everywhere. Other than that, it seems like they've been very well protected during shipping. There's all of the bark. Oh, this is my little Psychopsis young plant. So this is a Psychopsis Mariposa. It's currently in a little net pot with bark. Seems like a very odd thing to keep a Psychopsis in. As far as I'm aware, Psychopsis are absolute little moisture hogs. I can see all the roots here, and they don't look too good, but maybe they'll green up a bit when they... Very little. So we're going to leave it in the plastic bag for now, so we don't get bark absolutely everywhere. So this is, I think, a new growth. It's just starting to try and put roots out, but they've been like munched by the looks of it. You see how... Got another new growth here, I think. Maybe that's a seedling. So it looks very dehydrated actually. So I suspect that these roots are all dead. So, we'll have a think about this one. I'll give it a soak, and hopefully these are new growths that will put out a few more roots, because it does look like they're munched, unfortunately. So that's the little Psychopsis Mariposa. More very large orchi stakes for one of my Vandas. Oh, so this is a little Prosthechea vespa. New growth on that is looking pretty good. These are all looking like they're just at a really nice stage, all the young plants. Oh, isn't this adorable? So this is a really interesting Paphiopedilum, which is supposed to smell like raspberries, and I've been after the Macradenia for so long, and I read that it was super difficult to grow and it's not really that available, and then I stumbled across the malipoense, which is a similar kind of looking Paph. It's supposed to be relatively closely related to the Macradenia. It's got a similar kind of pouch, but apparently it is fragrant. It smells of raspberries. I just want to show you the beautiful foliage because I didn't actually realise it was going to be quite so beautiful. It's like iridescent. It's really stunning. See, it's a tiny plant, but both this one and the Macradenia are quite miniature plants. This I think is a young plant. It was probably a year or so from flowering size from what I remember on the description. But look at that, isn't that adorable? It's such a pretty foliage plant alone. And this is my first mottle leaf Paph, so let's hope I don't kill it, guys, because it's absolutely adorable and gorgeous. And if I can get a bloom on a Paphiopedilum that has a fragrance, then that's even more exciting. There are a few that have a fragrance, including the Delanati, I believe, which I've also ordered. So, also this is a little orchid that's in the kind of Angraecoid family called a Jumellea comorensis, and it's just a really amazing looking orchid with a really long nectar spur, like a lot of the Angraecoids, but it just looked super interesting, so I thought I'd give it a try since it was in their young plant deal. Why not? I've wanted to try one for a while, but they can be quite pricey, so I think it's got a good root system at least, so looks like a really nice little plant. I'm not totally sure whether it's actually a miniature or just very young. A lot of the Angraecoids can be miniature, they can be very big, so it looks like it's an active root growth though, so that's good. So this is Laelia anceps var Veitchiana, which is a really pretty Laelia anceps variety. Starting to get into the Laelias a little bit more. I used to think they weren't as interesting as the Cattleyas. I don't know why I used to think that, but I think the Laelia purpurata changed my mind on that one. I got a hybrid with the purpurata and it's super fragrant, and I just kind of fell in love. Again, very young plant, but a nice new growth on this. So they've all got new growths on, which is really great. Here we've got the Paphiopedilum St. Isabel, which is St. Swithin crossed with Lady Isabel, and I'll put a picture of that one up on screen again, which is a really beautiful, long petalled Paphiopedilum, really gorgeous hybrid. It's a long way from flowering size, but it's not always the easiest to obtain these without too much cost, so we'll give it a go. So next up we've got the Cattleya Gerd Röllke, which is a really beautiful hybrid, which I think they've done themselves in-house. It's really gorgeous little miniature looking Cattleya, so I thought we'd give that a try. This one looks like it is quite a young seedling though. We do have a new growth on it though, which is great. So hopefully we can get that bigger than the last growth on this side. And it looks like potentially 2 directions of growth there already, which is fantastic. So that's Cattleya Gerd Röllke. And we've just got one more to do, which is the one with the white fluff coming out the top. So I'm really hoping this is a Delanati. And it is, of course it is. Ooh, I didn't realise the Delanati was this beautiful as well. I guess I really underestimated the mottle leaf Paphiopedilums. It's really gorgeous. Just love the like compact growth and the mottling on the leaves. It's absolutely stunning. It's like lace. It's really beautiful. So that's the Paph Delanati, which is another Paph that occasionally can be fragrant. I think fragrances on Paphiopedilums can be a little bit hit and miss from what I've read on various kind of forums. So hopefully I've got a fragrant version, but if not, look at it for the foliage alone. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Even the undersides of the leaves are beautiful. So that has been my baby orchid haul from Rollke Orchideen in Germany, and I'm super happy with all of them. They all look really healthy. The only slight issue I have is that little Psychopsis, because it looks like its roots have been munched, so we'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, and I'm really excited to be getting into my first ever couple of mottle leaf Paphs, so hopefully I can do okay with them. I'll keep you updated, of course, in later videos, and we will be doing a deflasking tomorrow, so I'll put that video up as soon as I can, because we've only got one flask out of all of them that's actually not leaked in transit, and one of them does look a little bit, this one. Like there's, I don't know, I don't like the look of it in there, so we're going to get that out ASAP. It's also puffed a bit, which also kind of indicates maybe some bacteria are respiring in there. Anyway. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then don't forget to give it a like or subscribe to my channel for more regular orchid updates, and I will see you guys later. Bye!